Hey, how are ya? My name is Thomas, and welcome to my channel, Are We NPC?
We're coming back on the air after an interruption due to technical problems.
Today, let's take a look at the first major update for Raidborn, a solo, developed indie game I've covered on this channel before. Raidborn is a first-person dungeon crawling experience where you face off against unruly and dangerous fantasy enemies like skeletons, orcs, mages, and dungeon bosses, all in an attempt to clear your name of a horrendous crime against the king of the land. Raidborn plays like Skyrim without the bloat. It's all the action and combat with very little fluff. You enter a dungeon in search of blood and quest items, you maim, you leave, you sell, and you repeat. The combination of kick, quick attack, heavy attack, and parry is simple enough to pick up, yet complex enough to be interesting. The crazy thing about Raidborn is that although it's developed by a single person, community outreach and communication is the best from a solo dev I've seen, bar none. The first major content update dropped May 26th, after several patches and minor updates before it, and I'm going to quickly cover all the major details you need to know about this most recent update. With that said, keep in mind this is the first major content update. With that comes a lot of new changes. So let's jump right in. We're going to start off covering the highlights of this content update, which includes a new unique trait for every enemy type in the game. Skeletons now deal more damage the higher your possession value. Goblins now have a small chance to steal consumables from your inventory. Hunger now deals disease damage that reduces your maximum stamina. Bogarts now deal poison damage. Zombies now slowly regenerate health, and orcs now deal more damage the less health they have. These changes alone make the game vastly different than the game was prior to the update. While the game is incredibly fun in its original state, there were some complaints about enemy variety. While enemies do look different, they don't all that much play different. Now that every enemy type has its own unique trait, combat and potion management feel a lot more complex. Dungeon dwelling above your level can be deadly, and with these added mechanisms to defend against have brought a lot of depth to the game. Additionally, all enemies now have an armor break system. This affects the armor and chainmail they're wearing as well as shields. These items will now break, and visually you will see the item fall apart. This only happens after depleting the armor health bar that's now located under the enemy's regular health bar. The spawning algorithms have been recreated from scratch, affecting merchant inventories, loot, quest rewards, and more. Another great update is now when you destroy crystal hearts, they can now be looted and guarantee an equipment spawn. In the original state of the game, destroying a crystal heart had no reward, so this is an awesome change. There is a new HUD display, a new death screen showing lost XP and gold. Notes have been added to the inventory to read previous tutorial messages, mouse smoothing. There has also been slightly increased item glow intensity, increased quest and merchant restock frequency, and some more. Now for balancing changes. The death penalty changed from 30% down to 20% of your current XP and gold. There has also been an adjustment to XP curves, slightly decreased enemy health and damage, slightly decreased bow damage, an increase to the speed of bows, rebalanced melee weapon damage, increased per dungeon loot count, decreased gold value of valuables, decreased damage of chief, berserker, defender, and king, decreased enemy spawn count of medium and large crystal hearts, slightly decreased kick damage, slightly increased equipment level requirements, and more. As for improvements, there has been a lot of things added, like new cure potions for possession, disease, and poison, new buff potions for damage, protection, and XP gain, a new respec potion, and a plethora of new weapons and equipment. As for fixes, there are a ton. There are too many now for me to list, However, I will have them go past the screen very quickly so you can see all of them. Raidborn has been a blast to play. I've uncovered a lot since my last time reviewing this game. And with this newest content update, I can most certainly advise you to pick this game up in early access. It's constantly getting bigger, better, and just more fun to play. I had a previous commenter say that he had maxed his character, and I don't blame him because this game is pretty damn addicting. Anyway, that's it from me. When you're bored of playing Diablo 4, maybe check Raidborn out. It'll keep you grinding. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.